Most people overthink this category and end up buying the wrong thing for the wrong reason. There's usually one or two details that settle the decision, and they rarely show up in the headline specs. Think about the actual moment you are going to reach for this. Not the unboxing, not the setup, the third week in, when the novelty is gone, and you just need it to work. That is the test that matters, and it is the one most reviews skip. The Lenovo ThinkStation P3 Tower Workstation Intel Ultra 928 5V Pro 128GB DDR5 2TB SSD RTX 4000 ADA 20GB Windows 11 Pro 1-year warranty is built around processor Intel Core Ultra 9285V Pro processor E-cores up to 4.6 GHz P-cores up to 5.4 GHz. That is the thing that separates it from the generic options at similar price point. It is not trying to do everything, it is trying to do this one thing well. The first thing worth understanding is processor Intel Core Ultra 928 5V Pro processor E-cores up to 4.6 GHz P-cores up to 5.4 GHz. What that actually means day to day is that you are not fighting the product to get a result. It handles the friction for you. The second feature I want to flag is memory. 128GB DDR5 storage, 2TB SSD M.2 228 0 PCIe Gen 4 performance. This is the kind of detail that looks minor on the spec sheet, but changes how you interact with it over time. If you've bought something in this category before and found yourself working around a limitation, this is usually the part that addresses it. Both of those together are why this one sits where it does in terms of reputation. Here is where I have to be straight with you. Graphic card NVIDIA RTX 4000 8th generation 20GB GDDR6 warranty. 1 year Lenovo warranty. If that does not match your situation, there are better options, and I would rather you know that now than find out after the fact. I do one of these breakdowns every day. If that is useful to you, subscribing is the fastest way to keep up. Looking at the pattern of feedback on this one, dimensions HXWXD 415mm times 300 80mm x 370mm Heinz 16.3 7.1 x 14.6 weight, starting at 13.61 kilograms per 30 pounds. The buyers who are most satisfied are the ones who bought it for the right use case. The critical reviews mostly come from people who needed something different. On pricing, Amazon shifts this around more than you would expect, so I am not going to quote you a number here. What I will say is that for what you are getting, the price point generally makes sense compared to the alternatives I've looked at. The link is in the description so you can check what it is sitting at right now and decide if the timing works for you.